What is up, everybody? I seen this a little bit ago, so I figured I'd make a video on it before, I see a bunch of other people talking about this. So Trump says he's gonna try to reopen Alcatraz for the most ruthless and violent prisoners. Isn't this place like a tourist place right now? The former federal prison complex on Alcatraz Island is seen in 2005. The site has been operated by the National Park Service for decades, but President Trump says he is ordering a federal agency to rebuild and expand the penitentiary site on the island in San Francisco Bay. So okay, so it is right as of right now it is just a tourist place, that's what I thought it was the whole time. So at least I wasn't wrong, you know. Anywho, President Trump says he is ordering federal agents to rebuild and reopen Alcatraz, the notorious maximum security prison that closed more than 60 years ago. I am directing the Bureau of Prisons, together with the Department of Justice, FBI, Homeland Security, to reopen a substantially enlarged and rebuilt Alcatraz. The House to house America's most ruthless and violent offenders, Trump said in a post on Truth Social. You know, I've still never been over on that site. If we can get 50 likes on this video, I will go and download or go and make a True Social, and we will go and put our first. I don't even know what you call this, like what you would call I guess just post. We'll put our first post over there. I mean, I doubt this video is gonna get that many likes, but if it does, we'll do it. The historic former U.S. penitentiary Alcatraz opened in 1934 is widely known as The Rock. Its buildings dominate the craggy landscape of Alcatraz Island, which lies about 1.5 miles north of San Francisco's famed Fisherman's Wharf. Right. So you could literally, which I mean, I think I knew this, but you could literally see Alcatraz from the wharf. That's pretty dope. Alcatraz once housed dangerous criminals such as the infamous mobster Al Capone. Trump's massive suggests he wants. Oops, I don't know what I just clicked. Message. Trump's message suggests he wants to restore Alcatraz to its original dual purpose. The twin goals for building the original prison, according to the Federal Bureau of Prisons, were to deal with the most incor I don't know how you say this word. Inmates in federal prisons and to show the law abiding public that the federal government was serious about stopping rampant crime in the 1920s and 1930s. Yeah. 'Cause yeah, this said, when did it say this was? I missed, 1934. Rebuild and open Alcatraz, the president said. He added later in a message that reopening Alcatraz will serve as a symbol of law, justice, order, blah, blah. Trump did not provide any details about a timeline. Okay, okay. Asked on Monday about his idea of reopening, he said nothing, or noting, was supposed to be a movie maker, nothing, noting the prison's long history. It represents something very strong, very powerful in terms of law and order. Trump said, adding that no one ever successfully escaped from the prison. I feel like I heard at some point that there was. Let's see real quick. Anyone is. Oop, I can't spell. Yeah. Hey, at least you know. Yes, there were two escape attempts. In total, 36 men were made. 14 attempts. 23 were caught. 6 were unalived and decided to drink water too much. The most famous escape occurred. Frank Morris and the England brothers escaped, but their fate remains a mystery. Okay, yeah, okay, so it was these guys. Because like people are still like speculating that they either passed away or they escaped and lived at large for a bunch of years. Because I don't remember when. Wait, it occurred in 1962. Yeah, that was. So yeah, they never knew like whatever happened to them. They don't know if they fled to a different country. They don't ever know. Which I believe that's what it was. If you guys want, we could always like go over this in a different video. We're just looking at this for now. Um, I don't even know where we left off. Oh yeah, like right here. Okay, so high cost and other obstacles to could complicate plan. Yeah, because I'd say like this place is like if it has it if it's when did they say that it was 60 years ago? More than 60. Yeah, so like more than 60 years ago, it's definitely gonna take a lot to fix this. You you have a whole island here, which map let's see if we can find like a decent size. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I want just like a map. Images, there we go. So yeah, like look like you could tell that there's oh, so it actually shows you like how far away from like the piers and stuff it is. But yeah, like you could see like how much like how much is here like all of like every building and everything that would have to be refixed, rebuilt, make sure everything works. Cause I don't know, like possibly, but I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that like a lot of these back in the day had like moving locks or whatever, so they would have to go through make sure all those worked. If any of them got stuck, if anything was like messed with, like because like as of now, like they turned this place into a tourist like attraction. That's gonna take a lot of shit to get out of for like tourist wise, just to start like putting prisoners back on the island, if you want to say that. But yeah, like that, like, see if they have any. Oh, that's not how you spell tourist. So, let's see. Images. I mean, maybe you're not allowed to take pictures on the island because yada yada whatever. No, I'd say you'd be able to because I'd like to see because you see this here. Like this is like one of the prisons. What I don't even know what that says. Indians welcome. I'm not sure why it says Indians welcome on that thing. I can't see with this. It's kind of like cut off, and that's way too tiny for my eyeballs. But yeah, like you see, like you could see, like it's touristy. Like there would be so much shit that you'd have to get rid of. Like I don't know how long ago this picture is, but you can tell that these buildings are like wearing down. Like this looks brand new. I don't, maybe it's not, but it looks somewhat brand new. Yeah, but yeah, these buildings they would have to totally be Japanese tea garden. What does that have to do with Alcatraz? But yeah, like yeah, yeah, definitely would take a lot of resources to get that fixed. Alcatraz Legacy outgrew its small size. Yeah, definitely, because like there were more criminals than there was space on the island. Isn't that why like they ended up making like an I don't remember what's the other maximum. Because isn't that why the largest prison in the U.S. include supermax prisons like USP Florence. The Los Angeles County Jail is the largest. Yes, isn't that why they built this? Like I feel like they built that because there wasn't enough. There was also other prisons with significant inmate populations. Yeah, so like it's just like you want to open Alcatraz back up, right? Like we have 50. We have 50 maximum prisons in the United States. Over 50. So why do we need Alcatraz back? No offense to like the idea of doing it, but if we have over 50 maximum security prisons, why do we need one that's gonna take more work, more money, more everything just to put everything on a boat to go maybe 20 minutes into the middle of San Francisco to go put all the stuff there to do it again and back and go back. I don't know. I digress. Let's get back to this topic here. It outgrew its size. For one thing, Alcatraz was small, averaging 260 to 275 inmates, less than 1% of the total federal prison population at the time, according to the Prisons Bureau. So why would you want this back? Like, I understand that 200 to 270 people. That's a decent sized number. It's 1%, as it says right there. Like what? Why would you want to put only like 1% of your people there? Like, I get it's the factor of making people out to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Examples. That's the word I'm looking for. I get the factor of people like being put out there for uh I just said the word and I already forgot examples. My bad. But why do we need to waste our already limited amount of money in the United States to fix something that the world, well, not the world, but the government thought was a good idea to shut down in the first place because of, I would say, probably because of technicalities and the factor of you have to ship people from San Francisco over to the island. Like, I think that this island had, just got a bad name just because of the factor. Did Alcatraz get bad name for being the prison it was? Blah, blah, blah. Alcatraz gained notoriety as the toughest prison in the United States, considering that by many the world's most fearsome prison of the day. Former prisoners reported brutally and inhumane conditions, which severely tested their sanity. After 29 years of operation, Alcatraz was closed in 1963. Oh, so it was only like active for like 30 years, basically. Donald Trump recently proposed turning Alcatraz back into a federal prison to house America's most ruthless and violent criminals. I mean, I don't really see. I mean, maybe not. I don't know. But I do think we're gonna call it here though. Like, let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think we should reopen this? I don't. Like, and that's not just the factor of like caring what like that Trump is doing it or whatever. It's just a fact of I don't see the point in us wasting money to go and fix an island that it even says isn't the isn't is only like a 1% capacity of being able to hold people. Like, why not instead of rebuild or like trying to fix this up, why not make the prisons we already have, the maximums we already have, why not put the money into those and make them more secure? Why not make them be what Alcatraz was? Why do we have to go backwards in time just to go reopen something and fix something that's already broken down, not something that people really care about using anymore, like because it's like I don't like we just got done looking at a building that was way better than this that's in California. Instead of reopening this and doing shit with this, why not go make that one better? You know what I'm saying? Like don't get me wrong, maybe this is a good idea. We can put all these people that are overly bad and extremely doing shit to people. I don't remember the word they used, so I'm just gonna use my own. You know, maybe it will, but I don't like. Okay, if there were so many escape attempts, which I'd say there's probably escape attempts on in every prison, jail, whatever you want to call it. If you're gonna put like all these really bad people on this island, right? And You assume that they're going to try to escape. Their only escape is they either they unalive themselves, drink too much water because they can't stay above it, or I don't remember what the other ones were. When you could literally just go take these people, and we've had all kinds of other ways of getting rid of people that were really really bad criminals. Why do we have to reopen an island just to put them there? Just saying. Wasn't there somewhere that just recently just re-allowed putting a bunch of people in front of one person and just unloading? I feel like that was something. Why don't we just use that instead, you know? But I digress. Let me know what you guys think about this island. Do you guys think we should reopen it? I don't. But if you guys do, let me know why. Because, I mean, I don't really, like, I just don't see the point of it. But I've rambled way too much. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of y'all's day. And just remember, there's always somebody out there that's worse at what you're doing than you are.